What sounds like a war zone, that's how residents are describing one Northport neighborhood. They say neighbors are firing their guns and they're concerned about safety, and it all stems from a law signed by Governor Rick Scott in 2011.
And I can't describe to you the explosion because it was very loud.
Odie Vandenberg will never forget what happened when she says a bullet came through the window right where she and her granddaughters were playing just seconds before.
And I moved the shade and I looked, and there was this pretty large hole, and I realized that somebody had shot into our home.
Relieved she and her granddaughters were unharmed, Vandenberg says this isn't the first close call in the Northport Estates neighborhood. Residents say some neighbors are discharging their firearms in their backyard, and it's legal.
Cities passed ordinances that put in some regulations and restrictions, which is why in 2011 they specifically put in penalties and severe penalties and declared all of those ordinances null and void.
Penalties could include a $5,000 fine and losing a job. Commissioner Linda Yates is asking for a resolution urging the state to give the city of Northport home rule so they can write their own legislation on regulation on firearms, or at least a reasonable regulation, including the distance to homes. But Commissioner Cheryl Cook took a different view.
The Second Amendment, as far as I read, says the right to bear arms. Anytime you put restrictions on that, you're going to have the NRA coming down on you.
There's people shooting guns in residential neighborhoods.
I have a lot of weapons. I have a nice gun collection. I'm not against shooting. When I shoot, I go to a gun range.
But John Griffith, an NRA range safety officer, says he left Maryland and came to Florida so he could fire his gun on his own property.
We have not shot on our property yet, all right? And I guarantee you that if I do shoot on my property, it will be done safely.
That bullet would have hit me straight right here in my head.
Well, the resolution did pass 4-1 with only Commissioner Cook voting against, but commissioners say they want to join with other cities throughout Florida and collectively take the issue up to Tallahassee.